Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, Whitney Cummings roasted the Democrats and CNN while on CNN, and their editors thought that they could hide it. Next, we dive into claims that Mexico might be sending lawyers our way to help migrants who are here illegally. Then, New Jersey decides that teachers don't need to pass basic reading, writing, and math tests to get certified. If you've ever wondered what happens when your kid's teacher struggles with the ABCs, you're about to find out. And finally, the Department of Justice is back in the spotlight, this time for leaking information from an investigation right before an election. The lawyers at the DOJ apparently don't know what the word confidentiality means. That's comforting. All right, let's dive in. During CNN's New Year's Eve live special, comedian Whitney Cummings roasted Democrats and CNN while on CNN, and it looks like CNN is trying to hide it. First, let's see what Whitney said. Here she is on the live broadcast with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright.
When Whitney said holding a body upright, she was referring to them propping up President Biden. Kind of like Weekend at Bernie's, but with more vacation time.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer.
Now that was a good one. And last but not least, Whitney roasted CNN to a CNN host while on a CNN broadcast.
Did you see that Americans really are more reasonable than they would be portrayed?
Absolutely.
They're pretty great, and I'm playing bigger and bigger venues now. I thought being a mom would mean that less people will want to come see me. I'm now playing, like 3,000 seat theaters,
awesome.
Which is about the viewership of CNN these days.
Well,
Not
nice.
this show, though.
Nice.
All eyes are on this show.
Wow.
Saying that CNN has 3,000 viewers seems a little generous. Most of those viewers are just airports that forgot to change the channel. Now, for some reason, I can't find this clip of Whitney Cummings on CNN's YouTube channel. Now, you'll see that the countdown when Whitney is on was around an hour and 53 minutes left to go. So here is the New Year's Eve segment on CNN's YouTube channel. You can see the timer now is at 1:58 and Whitney was at about at 1:53. So she should be coming up in just a few minutes. Wait a minute, what just happened? Now the time is at 1:17. Looks like they memory hold that segment faster than the January 6th committee's transcripts. Whitney Cummings roasting the left and CNN on live TV is the closest thing to honest journalism they've aired in years, which explains why they deleted it. Claims are circulating that Mexico is sending hundreds of lawyers to the United States to represent migrants in court. Here's an example. Leading Report said this on X. Breaking. Mexican government is sending hundreds of lawyers to the United States to assist illegal migrants currently residing in the country. Now, I tried to confirm whether this was true or not, and I found that Mexico recently announced a mobile app that migrants, including those that are here illegally, could use to alert family and provide legal assistance involving 329 legal advisors for any migrant that is detained. 329 legal advisors for detained migrants? That's more lawyers than there are taco stands in Tijuana. So Mexico hasn't said that they're sending lawyers, but it sounds like they are setting up a pop-up law firm at the border. It'll be right next to the fentanyl food truck. I don't think this app, which basically is a DoorDash for Mexican lawyers, is really going to hurt us that much. California already provides free legal services to illegal immigrants facing deportation. So, listen, Mexico, you're going to have to get up pretty early in the morning if you think you're going to screw us over before California does. As of January 1st, 2025, teachers in New Jersey will no longer need to pass a reading, writing, and mathematics test to receive their certification. You heard that right. These teachers will expect your kids to be able to read and write, even though they can't. The law was passed by Democratic New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy. Regarding this new law, Democratic Senator Jim Beach, who sponsored the bill, said this: "We need more teachers. This is the best way to get them." Translation: If you've ever spelled cat with a K, welcome aboard. The New Jersey Education Association, which was a driving force behind the bill, called the basic testing requirement an unnecessary barrier to entering the profession. The teachers' union called the tests an unnecessary barrier. You know what else is an unnecessary barrier? Bras. We really need to get rid of those. On the bright side, at least the new teachers will relate to their students. After all, they'll both be learning to read for the first time. The Department of Justice's Office of the Inspector General launched a probe after it received word that 3 senior DOJ officials may have leaked non-public investigative information right before an election. They didn't specify which election, nor did they specify which candidate they were trying to hurt. Have there been any big elections recently where there was one candidate the government would really want to torpedo? I can't think of anyone either, so I guess we'll never know. Their summary said this: the OIG investigation found that 3 senior DOJ officials violated DOJ's confidentiality and media contacts policy by leaking to select reporters days before an election non-public DOJ investigative information regarding ongoing DOJ investigative matters, resulting in the publication of 2 news articles that included the non-public DOJ investigative information. Not a lot of specifics in there. It seems the only thing more secretive than their plan to influence the election was their investigation of it. Violating confidentiality, leaking to the press, and tweeting about it. These DOJ officials aren't just corrupt, they're overachievers. Say what you want about Russia, but at least when they interfere in our elections, they don't send us the bill. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.